Tchouaméni. Now this could be a chance. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
Hits one! They've got to be quick to recover this. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And he can clear it away. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Camavinga. Now Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to get it away. And here's Thuram. It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Madrid really could have done without this. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So the would-be breakthrough moment. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
France have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. In with the challenge. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Valverde. Mbappe.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mbappe. He's in a great position. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Tchouaméni. France do have a chance to counter here. He's in plenty of space here. That is Conte. He won't be happy with that one. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe. Camavinga. Lobbed in behind. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Goalkeeper's ball. Elise. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Quality ball. Mbappe. Rudiger cuts it out. Caught offside that time. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tchouaméni. Koundé with the clearance. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. And that's gone loose. Oh, and he's through the middle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. And that was very necessary. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, there's the clearance. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe! Valverde! He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alaba. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Mbappe. Camavinga. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Here comes the corner.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
So, time for changes on both sides,
Numero
actually.
4.
So, a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up for the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Now it's Bellingham.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Has a goal! Oh, taken with style. Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely.
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's Bellingham. Conte. Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. Conte looks to go up and over. Oh, super! He's had a hit! And more, and more, and more! And they are cruising away. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. And already we're underway here. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Deftly away. Thuram. That has been cut short. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram, always onto this. Thuram. No, that's been intercepted. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. That's been drilled forward. Mbappe. Olise. Vinicius Junior. Passes short and sharp. He's found the way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
That's good play from him.
Cleared without complication. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a decent clearance. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he's there to get it away. Gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. No, he's not getting his way this time. Vinicius Junior. Forwards and with intent.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham receives it. Vinicius Junior! And it's been taken short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. a sudden chance to counter. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And here's Mbappe. Hits one! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. France have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Koundé clears. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And he was alert to it. Corner number 3 coming up. Mbappe plays it short.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Alaba. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe, he could be in here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Elise. Thuram. Neatly clipped into space. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Mbappe. Olise. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that's put paid to a promising move. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... Thuram! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's run this time, surely. Really well taken goal. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often...
Chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Bellingham very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, and the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France have their third corner. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Some good work on the right flank here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Clips it so gently. Mbappe! And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9, numero 7, numero 6, numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 12, il numero 20, il numero 24, il numero 26. Cambio di giocatori.
Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Kelson.09. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. It's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Corner it is. Madrid get their fourth corner. Mbappe! That's good play. Vinicius Junior fiddles it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away. Carvajal. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nice bit of trickery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option. Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Great chance here from position A1. Skillfully cut out. And the shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. Bellingham. Passing nice and neat, expertly cut out, really nicely done. He can get that clear. Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes, this.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! And he can clear it away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
It is a truly passionate scene here, always has been ever since this ground first opened. This unique feeling is something that has rarely changed, even through major modernisations down the years. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Bellingham, Mbappe, Olise is there to clear. Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Valverde. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Chouameni. Nice sequence of passes, this. And here's Bellingham. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. Terrific save by Manuel.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Still goalless. Camavinga. Mbappe. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That is Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Olise. Mbappe. And that has been clubbed away. He's missed, but not by that far.
Conte did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. And that is expertly dealt with. And that was very necessary. Mbappe. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior, showing good feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Camavinga. Deftly done. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that's well seen too. Looks to clip it forward. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
In with the challenge. Well, played right into his path. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Olise. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Valverde. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Thuram for Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! And he's being shifted off it. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Clips it so gently. Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Mbappe is herring after that one.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Mbappe. Cleared without complication. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior. Saliba attempts a clearance. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Camavinga. He's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And claimed it back swiftly. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. France with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Mbappe. Olise. Oh, that's... Can he finish? They've done it! That could turn out to be a huge goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7. Numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Fiddles it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's in here! Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. Koundé. And here's Colomwani. Mbappe! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Thuram. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Tchouaméni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has not gone well. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the keeper's got it again. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Olise. Madrid, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. First quarter of an hour gone. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Shot could be on. Ah, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. Tchouaméni.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Olise. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. Courtois gets it clear. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Distributed tidily. And Alexander-Arnold. He's in space and looking for options. Bellingham. Mbappe hits one! And it's a goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Bellingham. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruit. Thuram. And the finish! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Mbappe. There's the hit! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
France take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good ball. Alaba. Moved on forwards. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That is Conte. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. Looking for the runner. Oh, and he's through the middle. Mbappe! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
France are 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the half-time whistle goes. Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
He could be in here. Now it's Camavinga. Big header! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. And as you can see, we've already started here. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Valverde! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Rodrigo. No way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Rodrigo. That's a decent clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Camavinga gets it away. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Thuram! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Elise, and reclaimed it in a trice. Thuram. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bbit predictable.
Chouameni. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Good read, needed to be. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodrigo chips it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's looking for the runner here. There's a look and plays it forward.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan.
You can run onto that. Now it's Thuram. Thuram. Now the finish! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were. He really did.
Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Mbappe! Decent hit from there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's put paid to a promising move.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is a great pick out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Olise. Valverde. Madrid looking to... He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, and a heart-and-mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
He's had a crack. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Big chance! They've scored! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Madrid take the lead. And the finish! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Madrid come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Madrid get the second half started. No changes at the interval from either side. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodrigo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. France needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Madrid finding their passes. No foul, says the referee. And he was quick to react. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Conte. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Here's Tchouaméni. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thuram might just make this. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
He's intervened well there.
spettatori.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Mbappe. And a shot! He's scored! Into the lead once more. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Madrid go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise, Camavinga, and he's heaved it away.
France showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Stood up well to him there. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Valverde. Passing nice and neat. Hernandez deals with that comfortably. Deftly away.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6, numero 7, numero 22, numero 9, numero
He's got
13.
plenty of space out wide here.
Lasciano il campo per
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
il numero 24,
Ganduzi.
il numero 15, il numero 12, il
Brahim
numero 20.
Diaz.
Cambio di
Good ball
giocatori.
played into space. He's been shifted off it. Konate. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nice sequence of passes, this. Chance! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Up he goes! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
All hands on deck for this one. That's a decent clearance.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's played into space. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gendouzi. Now it's Chouameni. Brahim Diaz. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Bellingham. Real chance! An early chance, their first of the game.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Bellingham. Decent hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Thuram. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think he'll get much better than Vinicius Junior.
His chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he finish? Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
And that could well leave a mark. Mbappe attempts a clearance. It's a great ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. Valverde. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Valverde. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's played him through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Conte. Thuram. Valverde. And he welcomes it in. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Short changes him with that pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Some resolute defending there. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni. And that's gone loose. Chance to shoot now. Can he put it away? Valverde wins the duel this time. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Madrid have their second corner now. Nice control.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior. Conte. Thuram. And it's lofted through here. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alaba. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Muscular approach does pay off here. Olise, who's set up one goal so far. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. And here's Mbappe. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Saliba cuts it out. Olise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Oh, that's fabulous. Turns and the shot! Caught offside that time. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That is a great pick out.
Great chance! Sticks it away!
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
And that is about as
81.7
cool as they
spettatori.
come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is a great ball. He's had a shot! In he goes again! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. And already we're underway here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. He's through here. Conte, Thuram, Courtois catches it safely. And here's Mbappe. Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear, and now they can spring out of defence. Conte! Keeper's not concerned by that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required.
Rodrigo! Quarter of an hour played. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eder Militao, Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. Bellingham, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Alexander-Arnold cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Thuram. That's the throw. Alaba. Bellingham. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Will play through for the wide man. Good read, needed to be. Oh, this looks sharp. Vinicius Junior. And Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Valverde. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Some really good ball movement. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! Cleared without complication. Picked out, big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's another chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looks to go up and over. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! He's scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want a
chance! Loose ball now, and oh, he's been caught napping! Mbappe. Chouameni.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham. Rodrigo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Mbappe! Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. That looks a cracking ball. And it's hoisted clear. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Alexander-Arnold. Olise wins the duel this time. Bellingham. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He could be in here. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot!